Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Elite Tours. Imagine a world where you could get in trouble for carrying an ice cream cone in your back pocket or driving blindfolded. Sounds ridiculous, right? But in the USA, these aren't just jokes, they're real laws. We have all heard the urban legends from across America about bizarre laws that may not be enforced but have never been repealed. Some of them are archaic, some are weird, and others are so specific there has to have been a story behind them. While many are little more than myths and rumors, there are a handful that are genuine laws still in effect today. Let's get started. Number 15. In Berkeley, California, it is illegal to whistle for a lost canary before 7 a.m. Most of us have experienced the gut-wrenching terror of losing a pet, and almost everyone could sympathize with someone doing anything in their power to find their companion once more. However, it does beg the question of exactly how much of a disturbance was once caused during the early hours of the day in the hunt for their canary. Number 14. In Baltimore, Maryland, it is illegal to scrub your sink. Spring has officially sprung. We are well on the way towards summer, and many of us will be begrudgingly accepting the annual tradition of spring cleaning. After the stove has been scraped, the floors are shining, and the dishes have been put away, the logical conclusion is to give your sink a clean. However, in Baltimore, this seemingly innocent act is a violation of the law and counts as pollution, as most of the drains enter directly into Chesapeake Bay. Number 13. In Skamania County, Washington, it is illegal to kill Sasquatches. The existence of the Sasquatch, or Bigfoot, is a divisive subject that attracts the attention of some strongly minded folks. Some insist the legendary creature does indeed roam the wilderness, with sightings dating back hundreds of years, while others scoff and claim the sightings are misinterpreted or simply fiction. For the former category, it is perhaps some comfort to know that a bill passed in 1969 made it illegal for the furtive creature to be killed, threatening a year in prison or a $1,000 fine. Number 12. In Louisiana, it is illegal to send an unwitting participant food. While the average person might consider free food from a kind stranger a pleasant surprise, in Louisiana, it could land you a fine of $500. While it may seem good-natured to send free food to strangers, the law starts to make more sense upon closer examination. The recipient of the food might not have the faintest idea who sent the food or how it could have been tampered with. For example, potentially leading to a liability-infested minefield of possible consequences. Number 11. In Alabama, it's illegal to drive blindfolded. Let's kick things off down south in Alabama, where it's illegal to drive blindfolded. Yep, you heard that right. Now, this law might seem like common sense. After all, who would want to drive blindfolded? But it's the specificity that makes this law so peculiar. It makes you wonder, was there really an issue with blindfolded drivers that made this necessary? Number 10. In Georgia, it is illegal to carry an ice cream cone in your back pocket on Sundays. Next, we head to Georgia, where one of the most peculiar laws on the book says you can't carry an ice cream cone in your back pocket on Sundays. This one actually has a bit of history behind it. Back in the day, horse thieves would slip an ice cream cone into their pocket to lure horses away without technically stealing them. It sounds far-fetched now, but the law still stands, at least on Sundays. Number 9. In Texas, it is illegal to sell your eyes, and in Texas, things get even weirder. While this law might seem creepy, it actually has a noble intent behind it, protecting people from being exploited for their organs. But the fact that it's so specifically phrased as selling your eyes adds that touch of Texas quirkiness. Number 8. In Illinois, It is illegal to dye baby chicks, ducks, or other fowl in vibrant colors. Moving on to the Midwest, we start in Illinois, where it's illegal to dye baby chicks, ducks, or other fowl in vibrant colors. This law is actually tied to animal welfare, preventing people from buying these colorful animals on a whim around Easter, only to abandon them later. It's a law that makes sense, even if it's oddly specific. Number 7. In Minnesota, it is illegal to cross state lines with a duck on your head. I know, things take a turn for the bizarre. Here, it's illegal to cross state lines with a duck on your head. Now, why would anyone have a duck on their head in the first place? Who knows? But this law's strange specificity makes it one of the oddest on our list. Maybe it was a prank gone too far. Number 6. In Ohio, it is illegal to get a fish drunk. And in Ohio, one of the most hilarious laws still on the books states that it's illegal to get a fish drunk. It's hard to imagine anyone trying to intoxicate a fish, but this might have been enacted to help animal cruelty or to keep people from doing something downright ridiculous. Either way, it's one that's sure to get a few laughs. Number 5. In Massachusetts, it is illegal to scare pigeons. Heading up to the northeast, Massachusetts has a law that prohibits scaring pigeons. It might seem trivial, but in cities where pigeons are everywhere, it's actually a bit of a public service. No one wants to deal with a flock of panicked pigeons flying around, and this law ensures that they're left in peace. Number 4. In New York, it is illegal to wear slippers after 10 p.m. In New York, a curious law states that you can't wear slippers after 10 p.m. It might be tied to noise ordinances or public decency laws, but it's certainly odd. Imagine getting fined for being too comfortable, only in the Big Apple. Number 3, it's illegal to mispronounce the name of the state in Arkansas. Yes, there's a law that makes it illegal to mispronounce the name of the state. The correct pronunciation is Arkansas, not Arkansas, reflecting the state's French and Native American heritage. The law, established in 1881, aims to preserve the cultural integrity and identity of the state. For the uninitiated, it's a simple mistake to make, so watch your mouth. Number 2. It is illegal to take a nap in a cheese factory in Illinois. The Sanitary Food Preparation Act, which includes a provision that makes it illegal to take a nap in a cheese factory in Illinois. This legislation was established to ensure high standards of cleanliness and hygiene in food production facilities, and to protect consumers from foodborne illnesses. Though, according to the law, it's less about napping in a cheese factory and more about not sleeping in areas where food is prepared. Number 1. A single male must be charged an annual tax for being unwed in Missouri. Missouri very briefly imposed a bachelor tax in the 19th century, specifically during the time when such taxes were more common as part of state and local policies. This tax would have been a way to encourage marriage and align with similar laws that were seen in other states and countries during the same period. However, these laws are not in effect today. Current laws do not include a tax on single men for being unwed, so don't worry, guys. You can stay a bachelor as long as you want.